Let's see, male. Nora Plavinicki. See this? Okay, another article. Let's get on it then. Lol, who knew this guy was such a pompous ass? He spends like 3 days, 3 times more space talking about himself than me and my ideas. Haha. Okay. Can androids experience happiness? Peter Gerd. Maybe this was the article Ray talked about as well. Peter Gerd. 1. Each week, a box containing specially chosen ingredients and a few recipe cards is delivered to my Brooklyn apartment. The service I subscribe to offers some limited choice over the contents, but I usually forget to indicate my preferences in time, which means the meal selections are entirely not my own. I don't mind this, even as the service seems to ship me one artisanal quinoa bowl after another, because it saves me from the effort of having to think about and pick out items at the supermarket, where my eyes would glaze over at mountains of functionally identical apples, potatoes, or eggs. Instead, I simply make what I am told to make. I have freed myself from the paralysis of choice. Throughout the last century, it has been easy to see what we gained from automating our lives. Tasks that once took active attention are safely performed by machines and we set and ignore. The washer and dryer, the thermostat, the floor cleaning robot. Each new invention promised to increase our comfort and erase our worries. Then we began to see not only mechanical tasks, but the very work of deciding what to do, what road to take, what foods to eat, what exercises to perform. As the tech world marches inexorably onward, computer algorithms that decide for us have found their way into every aspect of our lives. A few months ago, when I was going through a difficult spell, I made an appointment to speak with Eliza, a counseling program purportedly driven by some of the most powerful artificial intelligence algorithms ever applied to the human condition. Used by tens of thousands of people already, Eliza's low cost and its easy availability brings to mind the troubling idea that psychologists and psychiatrists involved in traditional counseling may soon be in as moribund a career as clerical and manufacturing work. 2. Eliza itself is pleasant enough. Seated in a darkened room, I spoke with another human being who appeared to be attentive to my all-too-human concerns. This human, however, was only following instructions from the computer program, telling her what to say and what to do at every moment of our conversation. Skanda calls these contracts employees proxies, though puppets come to mind as a more appropriate term. Throughout our stilted conversation, Eliza kept prompting me based on words in the last few sentences I said, bringing to mind unfavorable comparisons to other virtual assistants on the market today. Is Eliza the sophisticated program it's claimed to be, or is it more like an automated customer support tool, a product Skanda also makes, dressed up with the rudimentary trappings of elementary psychology? At a few points in the conversation, I had the sense that I was only paying to talk to a very expensive chatbot. By the end of the session, I had come around somewhat. I thought perhaps I had been able to access something within me I could not articulate before. I left the counseling office with mixed feelings, however. I did feel somewhat better, insofar as describing one's problems to another is usually an effective therapy. But I was also troubled by the proxy-therapist relationship. With her only purpose being following Eliza's instructions to the letter, the proxy, the only other human in the room, had been reduced entirely into a machine. Is that the price of effective therapy made available to the masses? And if it is it worth the cost to our humanity? One of Eliza's own former engineers has recently come forward to say no. Nora Plavnicki, I think, former senior engineer at Skanda, has lately become one of Eliza's most forceful critics, calling the idea of machine-assisted therapy fundamentally dehumanizing and broken at its core. Plavniki is at the forefront of a small but growing movement of technology workers arguing for certain limits to their own work, based on the premise that certain tasks dealing with humans should never be handled by computers, even if they are enabled to by advanced new technologies. Computers make decisions about human life every day, she told me. Our lives are subtly, profoundly affected by these decisions, from what kinds of goods are available to us in the store, to what premiums we pay for insurance, to what video starts playing next after the one we deliberately choose. It or chose. It may be too late to turn back the clock on some of those things, but mental health is another decision point, and I think it's a key one for us as a species. Are we really willing to turn over our mental wellness to computers after all the other things we've given up? It's still within our power to choose to go a different path. 3. Back at home, surrounded by machines developed to free me of the very feelings that seem to hound me more every day, I opened my latest meal kit. It contains instructions and ingredients to make a Mexican-inspired quinoa bowl with avocado, squash, and farmer's cheese. Sounds just fine, I think, and I go bustling around the kitchen, following to the letter the instructions on the glossy recipe card. Yeah. Skanda security team. Important notification from Skanda. Hello, a little while ago we sent you an email with subject "How are we doing?" In it we asked you some questions about your recent experience as a contractor for Skanda and invited you to provide some feedback. We used an external subcontractor to collect and process the data. Unfortunately, we were recently notified that this subcontractor experienced a data breach and an external attacker managed to get unauthorized access to the server responses and download them. Your responses and email addresses may have been part of data downloaded by the attacker. While we do not believe this data is sensitive on its own, we recommend taking the opportunity to check your accounts for signs of identity theft. In positive news, the subcontractor immediately found and fixed the source of the breach to prevent further intrusion. Therefore, please do not hesitate to continue to share your thoughts with us using the service system. Regards, Sahin, Skanda Security Team representation. This is another thing. You can't guarantee that the data is secure because security protocols are difficult to make and make them so they can't be broken. So it's just another aspect of all of this, and that's something that's already happening. How often haven't you heard about, oh, this firm had a data breach or a breach of security? Recently, there was this Twitter controversy about big people like Obama and Joe Biden and I think someone else. Was it Elon Musk, maybe? I don't know. I can't remember. Big names. People whose accounts had been breached from Twitter. Oh, it was Bill Gates, not Elon Musk, I think. And someone had written a message claiming that they were them and saying that if you donate so-and-so, I will do so-and-so. And of course, people donated to an account given by the attacker, and so they got a lot of money out of people who thought that they were legit. And this is very high profile people. And this is Twitter, one of the most mainstream social media platforms used today. That is scary. That is not something that should be acceptable, but currently it is. Oh well, let's move on to the next patient. It looks like I have another transparency mode lined up. Oh, wait a second. This is for who I just saw. Did she agree to participate at some point? I hope she understood what she was allowing. Oh Christ, when? She didn't agree with me. Hello, Holiday. I feel like I'm invading this person's privacy too much as it is. Just want to see. I don't think I need to look at this. Okay. Zip chat. Willa. Okay. I'm here. Are you? I don't see you. I'm by the statue. Which statue? Looks like a lady. There are a lot of statues that looks like a lady. It's a cemetery. Wait, I see you. Paul. Hello from Seattle. Who's this? It's me, Holiday. Oh, how are you? I'm out of money, probably going to get kicked out soon and nowhere to go. You wouldn't have it in your heart to help out an old friend, would you? Oh no. Oh, she's becoming homeless? Maybe she has some sort of attention deficit as well. Okay. Greater Seattle Care Network. Register your account. Dear Holiday, welcome. Your general practitioner has added information about your health to the personalized health information management console powered by My Health Steward patient portal. Please register for an account to view this information by visiting the site. Thank you. So, okay, she has some sort of health problem. My Health Steward. A new connection to the Greater Seattle Care Network is pending in your personalized health information management console, powered by My Health Steward patient portal. To best protect your privacy, and in order to ensure that patient records are being provided only to the individual requesting this connection, we ask that you update your My Personal Information section in the portal with your correct information if you have not already done so, including your first name, last name, date of birth, and social security number. You can then request a new connection by completing the following steps. Log into the Personalized Health Information Management Console powered by My Health Steward patient portal and select My Account in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. From the drop-down menu, select Connected Organizations. You will be taken to the Connections Management page. Select the existing pending connections select the existing pending connection request with Greater Seattle Care Network. Click the drop-down menu to the right and click Delete. Confirm deletion of the pending request. Select Add New Connection from the drop-down menu. Click With Providers and Healthcare Organizations, and then click Add Organization button. In the organization search screen, select by zip code and enter in the search field. Under distance, select within 50 miles, and under organizations, type select hospital. Select Greater Seattle Care Network in the results screen and click the Add Connection button. If you do not see Greater Seattle Care Network in the search results, try Medical Center for organization type and search again. Read the Release of Information notice and click I agree. Read the Terms of Service and Privacy Policy and click I agree. Read the HIPAA-FERPA Compliance Notice and click I agree. Wow, so many things you have to agree with. Once you have performed these steps, we should be able to match you to your medical information shortly. My Health Steward. Let me guess, she never got around to that. Westlake Power and Light. Electricity bill overdue notice. Holiday. A payment of $204.12 remains outstanding on your account. Failure to pay the outstanding amount within 3 days of this reminder will result in a late payment fee of $15 being applied to your next invoice. You can pay online, or you can make a payment using one of our other payment methods as outlined on our site. If you do not make this payment, or if we do not hear from you within the 3 days, it is our intention to disconnect the premises associated with this account. Prior to disconnection, you will receive a disconnection warning notice that will let you know when the disconnection is scheduled to occur. Billing services. Oh, she's really in some shit. I want to see, just a second, okay, it's half a month ago. She's not doing good. Maybe she's got some dementia problems as well. I'm not sure. Get in the mood. Mondays are senior appreciation days at the Rosewater Hotel and Casino. Every Monday, Club Rosewater VIP members age 60 or older receive $10 in Rosewater cash points. Admittance to the buffet for only $15 until 8 p.m. A brochure for one free drink, $1 off towards a $5 Keno ticket purchase, and $5 match play on table games. You deserve the full VIP treatment available only at the Rosewater Hotel and Casino. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Is she a gambler as well? Re-help. Villa. Oh no, I'm sorry, Mom. We're really struggling ourselves. She does have children. Pay as little as $0 for Fortipran HCI. Take advantage of our new offer and pay as little as $0 for 3 bottles of Fortipran HCI when you fill before January 30. Dear Holiday, still suffering from chronic joint and muscle pain? Take action and talk to your doctor about getting a prescription for Fortipran HCI. But hurry, this offer expires soon. Simply show the code below to your pharmacist to redeem this offer. No savings card needed. Maximum savings limit applies. Patient out-of-pocket expense may vary. Patients whose prescriptions will be paid for in part or in whole by Medicare, Medicaid, or any similar federal or state healthcare program are not eligible for savings or rebates according to the federal and state law. Okay. So she's in pain and she's lonely and she's not doing good on rent. Notice of late rent. Re-apt. As we discussed in person earlier today, your rent for the month of January was late, making the 3rd time your rent has been late since last June. Note that a Seattle tenant who habitually fails to pay rent, receiving 4 or more pay or vacate notices within a 12-month period, is subject to eviction. I have also delivered a hard copy of this notice to your door, Bobby. So, has she been evicted? Dear Holiday, as one of our most valued customers, we would like to give you the opportunity to participate in a pilot of a new feature that has the potential to significantly enhance the level of counseling you receive from Eliza. This new feature involves voluntarily granting us access to some of your accounts, such as email and chat histories. Information from these accounts is then analyzed by Eliza to provide additional insight into your personality, character, and life situation. The data is processed independently of any personally identifying information and will never be shared with other divisions of Scanda or any third party, except in the rare event that we are required to comply with a valid subpoena or other court order. For further information, including a helpful FAQ, full terms of service, and privacy policy, please visit the Scanda support portal. Okay. She's not doing good. I agree. Is she attempting to get out of debt? I mean, I guess she is because she's asking for help. I think holidays efforts, yeah.